I'm feeling homesick tonight. I just got back from Florida. I was at Warped Tour with my bestie, and I was really ready to be home. And as soon as I got home, I slept. And I laid in my bed and I laid in the silence, and it felt really good. But there's this opposite feeling of like, I'm alone. One of the hardest things about my divorce was coming to terms with feeling like maybe my home isn't going to feel like my home anymore. So when I first separated from my ex-husband, I was by myself, but we weren't divorced yet. We were just separated. And we were occasionally speaking and off and on again seeing each other for a little while. So I was like, okay. I still had this sense of home. And also I had made that little space, I'd made it my home. I'd worked hard to make it my home. And I've worked hard to make this space my home too. But I moved into this space, which was a bit bigger than my previous space when my ex-husband and I separated. When him and I officially divorced, I moved into this space. And the fear that I had was that moving into a bigger space, it's going to be too big and I'm going to feel really alone. And typically that isn't the case. I've made this space my home too. But the bittersweet thing that I feel about this is when I come home, I'm coming home alone. I make the home. And I've been doing that for a little while on my own now. My cat jumping in my lap to remind me, hey, I'm here too. I know that I'm going to make my space home. I know I'm going to do that. And sometimes that's an empowering feeling. And sometimes it's a very lonely feeling. When I feel this alone, I like to isolate myself. Just kind of ironic. I think I do that because this feeling of aloneness is the most prevalent in these moments. So I isolate because I already feel so alone. I like to push people away in these moments, especially people that I care about. Because as much as I hate the feeling of being so alone, when I feel this alone, it seeps out of me in pushing people away. It seeps out of me in this desire to isolate myself. I don't have much of a choice tonight but to be alone. And that's all right. I can handle the feeling. I just thought maybe I would sit down and process the feeling a little bit here. And even in these moments, I can remind myself it's just a feeling. Not to invalidate it. I know what I feel like. I feel really alone, and I know why I feel that way. And it's all valid. Thank you for the kisses. So if you feel alone out there, just know you aren't alone in feeling that way. And that helps a little bit sometimes to know that. And also just remember, it is just a feeling. A completely valid and whole feeling, but it will pass. It's just not gonna be very fun for a while. So I'm gonna maybe go do a couple of things that I like and be here for myself while I feel like this. And hopefully I will feel better tomorrow. That's all from me.